Hello everyone and welcome to Cricket Captain 2025. We are back again, this time doing some New Zealand career mode. Here we go. This time I'm actually going to finish it, or at least I'm going to try my absolute best. So we're going to get straight into it. Here we are playing with New Zealand. Only test stuff to see if we can be the World Test Champions again. We'll find out. We are going to start with this tour of Zimbabwe. It is a 2-test match tour, I think. Yes, 2 test matches at the end of July, early August, outside the World Test Championship, but good practice to get stuck into rebuilding the side, if the rebuild is the right word for it. We're in a pretty decent space, New Zealand. We came 4th in the World Test Championship last time out. 7 wins, 7 losses, so pretty even stuff. It wasn't great, it wasn't terrible, but we have work to do if we're going to push back into the top 2, because we were a long way away from having a 60 to 70% win rate. For the world ratings, we are currently in 5th place. Kane Williamson, top of the world, of course, with the bat, currently 888 ranking points. Great to see. Matt Henry, our best bowler, in number 9. And Mitchell Satner, believe it or not, 4th best all-rounder in the world. But definitely got some work to do to push ourselves up the rankings. How will we go against Zimbabwe, and who are we going to even pick? Well, I know it has nothing to do with me, but this is a great start. New Zealand didn't even make the final for the T20 triangular tournament between New Zealand, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. South Africa beat Zimbabwe in the final. Interesting start. But otherwise, that leads us to our first test match here at Bulawayo against Zimbabwe. First test match of 2. Let's see what the team's looking like. Well, I didn't want to go crazy for my first test match, if I'm honest, because there's just too much unknowns, I think, for me at this point of time. But I have got an interesting side nonetheless. I have stuck with Conway instead of Will Young at the top of the order. How long will that last? Only time will tell. Maru doesn't get his go just yet, but bear with me, that will be around the corner. Tom Blundell will sit out the first test match, as Mitch Hay is going to walk in and make his debut. I'm very interested to see where he's going to land up in terms of his run-scoring ability, especially when compared to Blundell. And Ashok makes his way in. We've actually dropped Ajaz Patel for this series. It's more of like he's just missing it. He's not really getting dropped for it. He didn't really need to be used in this series. I don't know how much bowling Ashok's even going to do in this test match, but I thought I would give him a go regardless. Otherwise, pretty settled side. It's just good to have Jameson and Matt Henry bowling together. Tom Latham's the captain, of course, because Tim Southey retired at the end of the summer last time out. And here we go. Zimbabwe, lots of good weather. Let's see how we go. These are the teams here. Let's see if we can win the toss. Yes, we have. Okay, I think based on that, we're going to bat first. According to the stats, we're aiming for 344. What can we do then? Mitch Hay, last player out, 81 he makes in the end. Team falls 1-6. He actually really rescues the innings there, because we started pretty well and it kind of just fell away. 351's what we end up with, though. Pretty good score. The pitch is actually degrading quite a lot faster than I think we would have expected, especially on day 1 of all things. Yet we're seeing a lot of spin, as Mavuta actually took the first 3 wickets there. As we saw Conway make a nice 50. Latham struggled for 11. Ravindra out early for 2. Mitchell 36. Kane makes 94 out in the 90s because the new ball came on. And yeah, he got RBW trapped in front. Phillips 34. Henry 24 as well. And yeah, Mitch Hay, second star of the show behind Kane Williamson. 81 off just 146. And he kind of just ran out of time, so he was last man out. Either way, he's done a great job. And we've pushed the score up to 351. All right, 196 all out. Lots of starts. Well, I say lots of starts. A few starts. The lower order actually almost put up a better fight than some of the top order did. Craig Evan 29. Brian Bennett was the big rock in the side. He got 53. But no, they've been shot out for 196. And would you believe it? It's 5 for both Henry and O'Rourke. Jameson really struggled. Ashok actually bowled pretty well without reward, but still bowled well enough. And yeah, Will O'Rourke was just excellent from the get-go. He was really good, and Matt Henry also helped out. 5th test match, 5 for. He's now averaging 29. At one stage, he was averaging 40. What will New Zealand do with a massive lead then? 293 for 9 declared's what we get in the end. It is really ragging a mile. We are struggling up a storm, and fair enough, because as I said, it is turning. Latham got a nice 40. Mitch Hay 30 again. Ravindra, the star, this time 144 of 248. Fantastic stuff from him. As I said, like they're going through the bowlers, trying to get the spin going, and it really did actually go well for them, I think, across the board. But in the end, just the partnerships chipped away. Look at that. Double-figure partnerships down to number 8. And Glenn Phillips took an absolute ripper in the slips. First ball of the innings just before lunch. So Zimbabwe up against it, 448 to win, 9 wickets nat. Final wicket falls. I get an achievement. You've broken an international ground record, and you'll see in a moment why. Nyauchi goes for 7. We win by 191, and it is because Matt Henry gets 11 for 107 in the match. I think he gets 6 or 7 in the second. New all-time record, best bowling in a match for New Zealand against Zimbabwe at Bulawayo. Let's take a look at what he actually did get. He got 6 for 63. He was hunting his 7th to end out the game, but Jameson steals away from him. His only wicket of the innings. A little bit concerning. He really was not that potent in this game, I've got to say. But Ravindra gets player of the match for his 144. I think that's a robbery, if I'm honest. Willow none in the second, but he did get 5 in the first. We cleaned up pretty good. It was a century from Sean Williams. I say we cleaned up good. We really did not. Sean Williams got 101, Craig Irvine 68, and Marumani got 42 unbeaten, and everyone else just could not buy a run. So that's quite interesting there. There was a big partnership of 125 between Craig Irvine and Sean Williams. Sean Williams and Marumani was 74, and that was it. Collapse galore otherwise. Fantastic stuff. New Zealand win by 191. Pretty simple win in the end, but it was mainly good to see Ravindra getting 100, and also Mitch Hay, definitely the standout there, getting 81 and 30 at a good clip in the second innings. One to watch for the future for sure. Good to see also Willow Rook in the wickets. Changes for the second test match here. I've decided, again, just to try and see as much as I can across the squad. So I've brought in Reece Maru for his test debut here against Zimbabwe. And also, folks, I mean, I'm pretty much getting all 4 players who should, I reckon, get debuts for New Zealand in this test series because it makes sense. We've got nothing to lose. If we do lose a test match, as bad as it would be, it's not part of the championship. So now is the time to kind of see what our best combination is before it gets to the nitty-gritty of the test summer. So that's exactly what we've done. I probably, honestly, now that I think about it, should also give Young a game. But I probably won't yet. I think I'll leave him for now and kind of see how he goes in the domestic summer. He's struggling thus far. 7% form, so perhaps we'll just let that slide for now. So Conway's going to miss out. Mitch Hay is going to miss out just to see where Tom Blundell is in comparison to Mitch Hay. Folks is in, as I mentioned before, for his test debut. I'm going to try Mitch Satner as well. Ben Sears, I want to see where he is in comparison to Jameson. Here we go then. Second test match. What can we do? We're up to, well, just under 3 stars, which makes sense. We haven't got our full strength side. All right, we're going to bowl first. Oh, goodness me. That was one of New Zealand's worst performances in a long time. Oh, my goodness me. 577 all out. I don't even know what to say. And we've done ourselves in here big time. It was Frost and Irvine that set it up because they were actually, 1 for 28. Lost a couple of cheap ones, but they put on 200 after both of them got dropped on like 30 or 40. I think even Craig Irvine might have got dropped on 19 by Ravindra. You can see who the drops were off. There you go. Satner had a drop off him as well. So did Folks, who should have had his maiden test wicket very early in the piece and didn't. In the end, Willow Rook gets 3, Sears gets 3, Folks gets 3, and Matt Henry, you would say one of the best bowlers in the world? He was just nowhere in this test match. Didn't create many chances, was not really getting much movement. Mavuta gets 115 unbeaten from number 8. Sean Williams smacks 50 or 40 balls and ends up with 73 off 70. So it's just gone to pieces here. I mean, I think in the end, Nyauchi was actually plumb, like 2 overs prior as well, and the umpire gave it not out, and like just nothing went our way. It was a brilliant catch from Willow Rook to get rid of Marumani, which I'll show on screen now. It was an absolute screamer. Moving to his left, one hand, to pluck it out. He was probably the pick of the bowlers there because, just couldn't get much else otherwise. It was, granted all things, quite flat, but New Zealand are a long way behind this game, and this actually could be a good game already. Zimbabwe win a test match against New Zealand? Question mark? What I will say is we've got the predictor here. 15% chance to win, but 7.8% chance to draw. So maybe, just maybe it's flat. Okay, well, 350 all out. It's definitely not flat. There's a lot of starts in there. And there is a brilliant test 100 on debut there. Reese Maru, 110. Got dropped on 72, but made it count. 110 off 225. Latham, 77. Brilliant 77. They open up with 180 on the board. And what is happening here? The follow-on not enforced? Why would they do that? They are 200 ahead. They've only got a day left. Surely, I guess they don't want to bat last? That's an interesting one. Nonetheless, 180 at the top. It's looking pretty good. None for 180, but they collapse. 5 for 60 is what we lost in the middle there. Just weren't able to get many partnerships together after that. 5 for Mavuta, 5 for 153. Maybe spin is the way on this wicket. He did concede a lot of runs, but still. Niauchi, 3 for. Right, 227 ahead then. And we are not following on. There it is, the declaration, 489 for New Zealand to win. This is just embarrassing stuff. Cannot believe it. That's a really tough pitch to bowl on. I think we've just misselected here. Should have got a better spin bowler. Got an extra pacer in this one, and it's been really, really bad. Frost gets twin tons, makes 100, and then 123. Bennett gets 75 or 59. 47 not out for Matavera. And yeah, we're trying to draw this game, which already feels like it feels a pretty tough task given the fact that it is turning quite a mile. So good luck to us. There you go. We have a 0% chance to win the game. Literally, we're out of it. A little bit of hope, just a little bit. 280 for 6 at T. 1 session to go. Openers didn't do much. Kane 57 off 124. Ravindra 64. Mitchell 61 unbeaten. Blundell 51. Lots of 50s, but we just need to hang on. Tail to come. 2 hours to bat. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, but can we make it? Can we find a way? Last hour. Mitchell's gone for 67. Can the tail hang on? Right at the end, and he's gone. Right at the end. 7, Matt Henry. Literally 3 overs in the day left. New Zealand lose by 166. A really poor performance. Our best performance, honestly, was probably the last innings there, when it was doing a whole lot more than any other session of the test match, and yet we survived 120 overs. Mavuta got another 5-wicket haul. He gets 10 in the match. Oh dear, disappointing. Right at the end. Couldn't quite hang on. Yeah, don't know what to say, really. That's a very, very disappointing test match loss. We tried a few things. I think the most important pick that we did not get right was Ashok. But honestly, everyone else wasn't a bad pick by any means. Just couldn't really put the wickets together. Will O'Rourke, our best wicket taker, still only took like 5 for about 150 in the test match. So that was it. We just couldn't get wickets from our main bowlers, who normally are very, very world class. Matt Henry, 0 for 117, 0 for 29. One of his worst test matches ever, maybe, or at least in recent times. Oh, looky there. He had 11 in the first, 0 in the second. That's how cricket goes, though. Yep, we are 1 apiece, so we lose ranking points with that one, because Zimbabwe drew the series. So we slipped to 5th in the world rankings. West Indies in New Zealand then, so we're going to head to our home summer. We have to simulate through quite a lot of cricket then. So 2 test matches against West Indies here, and that will be the year wrapped up. Hold on. This is a cricket captain upset for the ages here. What is happening? The T20 Asia Cup just took place, and somehow Nepal made the Super 4. I don't know how, but they did. Nepal beat Pakistan. They lost to Sri Lanka. Okay, first of all, then we've got to reset then. So Nepal beats Pakistan. Quite convincingly, mind you. 6-wicket win. Babar Azam makes 29. 112 for 9. They walk home. Goodness me. Okay. As if that wasn't enough, they then make the Super 4s because of that, and they beat India. What? In a T20 game, they beat India. Nepal has just beaten India. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe it. That is insane. 205 for 7 with the batting. Birtle gets 73, and India, apart from Jaiswal 49, Samson 34, they lose to Nepal. Lamachani gets 4. And they win. And that's not all. That's not even it, everyone. They make the final against Sri Lanka then and beat Sri Lanka in the final to win the Asia Cup in a T20 format. I cannot believe it. Simply sensational from Nepal. Oh my goodness me. They've basically pulled off 3 massive upsets in a row. I can't believe it. That is outrageous, but equally inspiring to watch. Goodness me. Test team is in against West Indies here. I've had to really think long and hard after we lost to Zimbabwe. The big changes we've made here are basically Conway's out. I want him to go score runs domestically. Domestic season's on right now. It is one-day stuff, I think. Either way, games are games. I've been really careful to try and design the squad around who's actually going to get game time that's going to matter and who's not. Tom Blundell isn't going to get much game time, so he might as well just sit on the bench. I think I'm planning on playing Hay ahead of him. If I don't, I can play him here, obviously. Either way, those two are basically in contention for the keeper spot. Phillips is in the team as of right now. I've gone away from the all-rounders. I don't like the all-rounders in that I think it's not a hidden secret, to be fair, on the channel. I don't like all-rounders just because they do bits and pieces, and I'm wanting to try and take 20 wickets. So I almost don't care if 8, 9, 10, 11 get knocked over. I just want to take wickets. I want to take those 20 wickets. And being the half all-rounders, they just struggle to do what we want to do, which is take those 20 wickets. As a result of that, I've gone heavy on the bowling. As you can see, Henry, O'Rourke, Jameson. Jameson hasn't really played any games since he's kind of fallen out of form. I don't know why, but he hasn't. Ben Sears has played lots of games. Just got 5 for 16 against Otago. Bowling very, very well. So he's definitely in the squad for that reason. And I've left Will Young out to go score some runs domestically with Conway and pretty much anyone who's not in the squad. So Folks, Satner, all those all-rounders. I want them to go and play some more cricket so I can judge them better based on their domestic stats this season. Otherwise, batting unit, very settled. Bowling unit, perhaps more changes needing to be made after a disappointing display in Zimbabwe. This is the 11 then. Blundell is out. Ashok is out. Only just because I've made this one a seamers pitch. I want to see how much impact that actually has in the game. I have a feeling the answer is quite a bit, but the bounce is already average, which does worry me. But that's where I've also got Glenn Phillips and Ravindra to cover me with some spin options, going the 4 seamers, and just hoping to knock West Indies over that way. Long term, I think we're definitely not going to go that way. Probably we're going to have an extra spinner here, and then have probably Phillips or, some other seamer in the mix. But for now, this is what I'm going to trial. Otherwise, no changes to the batting lineup, really, other than Maru and Hay have actually kept their positions. It's a scary moment, don't get me wrong. This is actually World Test Championship points on the line right now. Rank 5 versus rank 8. If we lose, this is a big loss. We've got some massive games against Australia, England, India at home, all coming up. We have to win this Test series. There is no doubt about it. We have to try and win it 2-0. We'll have to wait and see, though. This is the 11 regardless. Here we go. Can we beat West Indies then at home? And we've won the toss. Definitely good for batting. So we will be batting first. Let's take a look around the West Indies side, though. Any surprises in there? Not really. They've also gone very seamer heavy with one spinning option in the mix too. And the win predictor for you. Seamers pitch, alright. Goodness me. 208 all out. New Zealand. Look at the tail. 4 ducks. Mitch Hay gets a duck. Mitchell gets a first ball duck. It all started so well. Yet again. Maru, 50 again. Makes 100 on debut. And now a 51. He has to stay in the team. He quite simply has been sensational. He's got 170 runs in 3 innings, an average 85 right now. Is that, I guess actually that's not true because I think it's including his innings being not out, but still fantastic stuff again at the top. Blitzing away, strike rate of 54, lots of boundaries, 2 sixes in there. Latham a lot slower, 60 off 158, but again, good innings from him. Kane, when do we start talking about the Kane problem here? What's going on, Kane? It's not really, I say it's a Kane problem, but, it's just a little bit disappointing. It's 94 against Zimbabwe, then 16, 9, 57, now 6. Ravindra 33, he makes a start and goes, and yeah, Phillips gets stranded 43 not out. Lots of work, New Zealand. It is a seamer's pitch because Roach takes 5 for 59 here, but still, lots of work to do. Matt Henry takes the first 5 wickets. 5 for 53. What is happening? What is going on? I cannot believe it. In his first spell, he gets 5 wickets. He couldn't get a wicket in the last test match. Just loves New Zealand conditions, and he loves a good seamer's track. Will O'Rourke, can you believe it? Wicket. Full toss. Edge to slip. De Silva's gone. Shamar Joseph to the crease. What a catch in the gully. What a brilliant take. Latham it was. On a hat-trick to Jaden Seals, and he knocks him over. Will O'Rourke has a hat-trick. And I'm now going to say it. He's got a chance for a double. No. No run is scored. What exceptional bowling. And there it is. There it is. 124 all out. A lead of 84. This is a proper seamers track here. New Zealand lead by 84. Matt Henry 5 for 39. Will O'Rourke 4 for 32. Definitely feels like those two are our leaders of the attack. They are both bowling exceptionally well. Will O'Rourke was really, really good though in that test match where it was flat. Matt Henry, less so, but he makes up for it here today with a 5. Jameson also pinches one in the middle, and Ben Sears goes at 5 and over. That is worrying. Only going to get tougher to bat, especially since the bounce is already uneven. West Indies need 431 in the final innings of the game to win this test match. We have just hit 346 for 4 though, because Tom Latham reaches 100 for the first time since like 2022 or something like that. It's been a while. He finally got his 14th test match century here. Well played, 309 balls. He's really good at anchoring the innings for us. Reece Maru departed early, unfortunately. Kane, a hard-fought 28. He's really struggling for timing at the moment and his usual fluency, but I'm sure he'll get back to it. Ravindra, class, 100, 119 off 252. Mitchell, 41, and Mitch Hay, a nice 2 not out. And we'll see if 431 is enough in this game. According to the win predictor, they have a 1.5% chance to win this one. There it is. New Zealand win. There it is. 160 run victory. Well played to New Zealand. We declared very, very early, but we got the job done. Day 5, session 1. West Indies put up a fight, especially Jangu, 113, Hodge, 36, Warrican, 33, but we did it. Kind of a combined effort from everyone. Phillips took 1, Jameson 2, CS 3, Will O'Rourke 2, and Matt Henry 1. All bowled pretty economically. Good bowling innings overall. Tom Latham gets player of the match for his 60 and 127. New Zealand take a 1-0 lead in the series. And more importantly, World Test Championship points. Winner updates. Just a quick look at the Test Championship leaderboard, or ladder, if you will. And so far, we can see that, actually, here's a shocking result. India beaten 5-0 by England. That is a big series win for them and a big series loss for India. Goodness me, they're already way back in the championship. That is going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. South Africa already 2 games down, having won the Test Championship. In the game, they actually did lose, but I'm going to count in my mind that they won, and we're just going to continue from there. Here we go then, the second Test match. Any changes? I don't think there will be, but it's a lot of cloud. Oh my goodness. You thought it was seamer friendly before. It is going to be doubly so this time round. So I don't really see a need to go for Ashok the spinner as much as I really should at some stage. Otherwise, I am going to send it again. I'm watching Mitch Hay and where he sits at right now. I would like to believe that Tom Blundell maybe will produce more in this championship than Mitch Hay because he's more experienced, but we'll see. It's early days for him. We're going to give him one more go at this series here. See what he can do against the Windies pace attack. Jason Holder is in. That is a big in for them as well. With the bat and with the ball, this side definitely gets scarier. We have won the toss here, and it's absolutely got to be batting first. New Zealand an 81% chance to win this game. The West Indies 19. 312 is par. Last player out. Unbelievable innings. 153 off 297 from Daz here. 26 boundaries. It's an all-time record for the last wicket between Daryl Mitchell and Will O'Rourke. 80 for the matchup New Zealand versus West Indies. Because Will O'Rourke, 10 off 71, he gutses it out. Cannot believe it. We were nowhere in this innings. Take a look at the partnerships. Goodness me, we were just struggling. 3 for 50 early on. 68 between Latham and Daryl Mitchell there was the second highest partnership. Mitch Hay not contributing much. Neither was Ravindra, Maru, and honestly, Kane gets 15, but he gets out. Tom Latham, again, very good with 68. He's been very rock solid so far, but again, just another collapse in the middle here. And the lower order just don't provide anything, but it doesn't matter. They just stick around Ben Sears and Will O'Rourke long enough. Look at that. The last 2 wickets. Instead of making 162, which we should have been rolled for, we make 294. Mitchell Sears, 52. Mitchell O'Rourke, 80. Unbelievable. The highest partnership was the last wicket. And now we've got something to bowl at against West Indies here. How exciting. Goodness me, we were nowhere. What is going to be the percentage chance to win, I wonder? 87%. Draw 1%. West Indies 12%. That's an interesting one. Oh, I guess it's going to predict some rain in this bit of cloud. That will be interesting. How will we bowl and back it up then? Okay, 360. West Indies make 66-run lead. I think this is real trouble for New Zealand here. We're going to be batting in pure cloud coming up against the Seamers, 66 behind. Surely our percentage chance to win this one. He has gone drastically down. Just couldn't really finish the job off. Didn't get to see the figures in the end, but it's basically Matt Henry 5 for 97. No one else really could chip in that big. Phillips out for 43, 165. 166 for West Indies to get, 231 all out. Honestly, it's just, again, an innings of two halves here. Look at that. 46 from Maru at the top. 73, a brilliant 73 from Latham under the clouds. Ravindra 50. Phillips 43, shepherding the tail. And there's just literally no runs anywhere else. Kane Williamson notably getting out for a golden duck. And Mitch Hay has had a very quiet series. I want to give him an extended run, but at the same time, Blundell probably still deserves a look in at the moment. Tight between those two, and Mitch Hayes not doing his favours any good. West Indies should win this game here, 166 to get. We do have a 46% chance of bowling them out underneath that, because there is lots of cloud. Can we get an unlikely win? Ball by ball stuff here, everyone. I've got the sound off, but don't worry, the action is still going to be rolling. 11 to win for the West Indies, 1 wicket for New Zealand here. And Jangu is on 90 right now. Henry's also on the cusp of being completely, cooked. He needs to take a wicket, otherwise he's screwed. They're going to take a single. Last ball of the over. Can he get Roach, Henry? No, he blocks it out. He blocks it out. The full over will now be bowled. Matt Henry's literally on the verge of breaking down, but I have to give him a go. This is the test match on the line here. Oh, he defends it again. 10 to win. This is so tense. He does see it out. Willow Rook's also on the cusp of being broken. He blocks it out, but it's a no ball. 9 to win now. He cuts that away. They do take a run. Matt Henry's done. So the test match might be over here because Ben Sears is going to have to bowl. This is 17 overs left in the day. Won't worry about it, though. It's all down to these 8 runs. Jangu's going to take the single. 1 to get then. And again, Rog defends. Jangu is slowly getting there. Willow Rourke's last opportunity, I think, before he's cooked. Again, defending. 7 now. No run again. 3 balls in the overdone. Defends again. Oh, that nearly sneaked through him. Last ball of the over. No run, it's a maiden. Oh, they're going to pinch a run. I didn't even see it. They're going to pinch a single. Full toss into the covers. It's 1 shot away. That could be it. 1 bounce. It's now 2 to win. 2 to win for West Indies. And there's one of them. 1 to win now for the West Indies. And Willow Rourke has to be rested, but it's going to be Matt Henry. It's got to be filled up for Jangu, but it's probably going to be the game. No run. 1 to win. A wicket to tie would... And he's got him! Would you believe it? It's a tied test match! It's a tied test match. He's gone on 98. He would have carried his bat if he got 1 more run. He would have been on 99, not out, but no! He's gone! The Seeds, would you believe it? Oh my gosh, man, Henry in the dying stages of the test match. He's bowling off 1 leg. He somehow didn't get injured and he came back and he's got 5. What just happened? Oh, would you believe it? What a test match. One of the great test matches. I cannot believe it. New Zealand tie it. We've done it. We don't defend 165, but we don't give 166. Jangu 98. It is an absolute test match thriller to the 100th degree. I cannot believe this. That is crazy. What a way to start the series, everyone. Oh, my win record is only what? I've won 2 games, and I should have really lost 2 games there. But somehow New Zealand, Matt Henry, has pulled us out. Dale Mitchell, 153 is player of the match, but you've got to give props to Matt Henry here. He gets 10 for in the match, and he wins us the game.
Oh, look at that. You can see on the graph, he just had no wickets for ages. They were going really slow. That's exactly how they should have gone. I think that's exactly how you needed to go, is just absorb the pressure, get yourself in, don't panic, don't try and win the game with a massive run-scoring shot, and then as the rate gets closer, you've just got to find a way to you find a loose ball and then latch onto that, essentially. But it was just too good a catch. It was just too good a moment. Oh, my goodness me. This is the scorecard overall then. Obviously, the massive 153 for Mitchell has basically won us this game because it kept us alive long enough. The bowling figures was actually Matt Henry got 5, O'Rourke gets 3, Sears 2, but again, Sears goes at 4s, Phillips gets a go, doesn't do great, Jameson, no potency in terms of he just did not get any wickets at all, and Ravindra bowled a little bit, but not without getting some tap, and we just, again, succumbed mostly to pace, but Warwican does get 3 for 24. It's the most bizarre scorecard ever. But we just went through them early doors. They were 5 for 67. But just when I thought the test match was done, Jangu and Holder put on 51 to bring West Indies back to the brink. And I thought at 8 for 155 they'd got the job done. But as soon as Seals was out, it was down to Roach and Jangu gets out on 98 in the most unbelievable fashion. And I don't think I'll forget this game for a long, long time to come. A match tied. I've actually tied a test match on Cricket Captain. I don't know if anyone else has ever done that out there, but if you have, let me know down in the comments below. That also means we get half the points. Exactly half the points we get. In a draw, you lose like 33% of the points for a quote-unquote no result. In this case, because it was a tied test match, there was a result. It was a tie. So that means we share the points with West Indies, 6 apiece. So we still win 75% of our test matches at the moment. Will those extra 6 points not being ours come back to bite us? Honestly, as much as I can look at it that way, we could have lost 6 points easily there. We have to take those 6 points and just run with it because that was a test match. What an absolute classic. I got the achievement, you have won a test series. I mean, oh my goodness me, we did, but you know, that was just insane. That really was. All right, we've got a lot of simulating to do for next season. So let's see what the stats look like heading into 2026. And we have some more upsets across this episode. It has been an episode of upsets galore. New Zealand make 99 all out. Sorry, 99 for 9. And the UAE chase it down. UAE beats New Zealand, and then Uganda in the Super 8 also beat New Zealand. Nonetheless, Pakistan won the T20 World Cup against South Africa by 5 runs. New Zealand don't make the semi-finals. We do make the Super 8s, but only just. And more craziness. England win the Ashes 4-1. Australia won a game, but England won 4 of those games, including by 1 wicket in the final test match. Harry broke 131 and Sam Cook had to survive 18 not out. They needed 55 and they got it. Edge Bastion stuff? Goodness me. If we thought we had problems, looks like Australia have got problems of their own. They are currently 3 and 5 in this Test Championship cycle. We are 1-0-1 is what we are at the end of the first part of this Test Championship. There's plenty more Test matches to come in this year coming up. So let's see then what we've got in 2026 as we have completed a season. Okay, the fixtures have come out for the next episode then. Let's take a look. Lots of limited over stuff. We play Ireland in Ireland. How good. Only test match there. 3 test matches against England. A 2 test match series in New Zealand against India with lots of white ball stuff added in there as well. And 3 test matches against Australia. Where's the 4th? We lost a test match. Maybe that might actually be a good thing for us. Pakistan, 2 test match series as well. So the world ratings then. We are currently 5th on 93 points. South Africa 94. Pakistan 89. It's all pretty close for this 4, 5, 6 position. India, England and Australia way out in front. In the test game, Ravindra is 9th. Kane Williamson 12th. He's slipped way down. He was number 1 to start and now he's number 12. What a poor year he had. That is really tough stuff. Tom Latham 14th. Bowlers, Matt Henry. He is number 8. Will O'Rourke 22nd. Mitchell Satner, Glenn Phillips 11 and 12 on the all-rounders with Matt Henry. Honestly, everyone, lots of work to do in 2026 for New Zealand. Lots of test matches to win. Lots of test matches to lose or to tie. I hope you have enjoyed this first episode of the series, everyone. This is going to be the format moving forwards, though. We're going to be playing all the test matches in 1 year in each episode. Nonetheless, that is the first episode of the series, everyone. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like. Subscribe for more Cricket Captain 2025 content coming very soon. Become a member to help support the channel. And until next time, everyone, take care.